Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Welcome to Spark of Wisdom. Holy moly. Here we have, here in the States, we have Thanksgiving. So I hope that you are getting prepared. I hope that you find a moment to catch this oracle when it's convenient for you. Right away, I wanted to let you know we've got 852 hertz playing in the background. And that's all about your third eye. Focusing and plugging into our intuition is the overall theme of the week. I love the synchronicity because the third eye is like that blue color, right? Indigo color. And this really goes along with the colors that are coming up for the Thunderbird, which is the animal wisdom. So let's go ahead and start with our animal wisdom. And we have a lot going on. We've got the medicine wheel coming in today. We have a lot of oracle here. We've got the crystals, the ascended masters, the archangels, the angels, the cosmos. There's some activation. The ancestors are here. It's going to be amazing. I just know it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the oracle from the Thunderbird. Okay, so the Thunderbird, I was just so surprised that this came in as the animal wisdom because they have found that there is really a lot of what they call the bones. They have seen these animals in the ground and they are considered to be extinct. However, nothing really ever dies, right? And so that's the whole part about the shamanistic point of view is nothing really ever dies. And so the Thunderbird has gone into the spiritual world and is assisting there. So we have several stories coming in, but overall, this is the oracle that came in, or this is the message that came in. The ancestors' gift to me, authenticity. You will see, as in water, what shall be, as in the bumblebee. Rest in the comforts of your home, your destiny. No more mutiny. A flag of peace flies over your ship. No more crossbones, no more fears. You have healed them with your tears. Survivor, cadaver, like diving down. Inscriber, float, moat. Your bridge is drawn. Kingdom, queendom, the sword in the stone. Step into the round and into your crown. Ruling with confidence, pride, and courage, you will realize the mirage, but it's like spelled like ridge, was never yours, and the my raid of diamonds glimmer and shine. You are divine. It's taken time and know how, grit and spit to grow into who you are after the split. No longer separated, no longer at war, meant to get her forevermore. A cycle uncovered, unearthed, uncaved, meant for all. However, you must be brave and patient and willing to fall into the abyss. When you hear the call, you don't want to miss. 3:44 on the clock. We're seeing that this is a challenge at 3:44, going from the 3D in balance to the 44, which symbolically is representing the 8D. And so we have the dice coming in today. All right. The square dice is going to represent the 3D, and this one is going to represent the 8D. Okay. So we're going to be rolling the dice. Beautiful message. We're going to go ahead and get started with the very first Thunderbird, which, I was really surprised. It's like a white bird. And you're going to be really surprised. I'm going to reveal that each of these birds also is related to one of the horses. So it'd be interesting to see what synchronicity you have between the oracles of last week and this week. So the Thunderbird, the first Thunderbird, is actually the Aboriginal point of view, okay, of storytelling, of dreaming. And this Thunderbird is called the Marharang, okay? And that is its Aboriginal name. It is 6 times bigger than the emu. It's been extinct for 40,000 years, but they have found in archaeological digs, they have found evidence of these birds. They are the largest flightless birds. So I was getting a message for you guys to ground, ground, ground. They are 13 pounds, 1,300 pounds, and 9 feet tall. And these are coming in talking about your structure and a healing and spirit really coming in. Okay. They're known as the demon duck of the doom. What? Um, Unique to Australia. Okay. So this is really a kind of affiliated with that whole like digging gold, going into that solar plexus, right? Which is your actions, your masculine energy. And I was getting the white horse here, a lot of shape shifting. So you might resonate with that connection. What came up here, and when I was doing some research for Oracle, is that the crocodile predation is thought to be significantly the cause of the mortality of the thunderbird. And they actually find puncture marks from the crocodile in the fossils. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. In the shape of crocodile teeth, which is known as the baru in Aboriginal stories. And the crocodile was never indigenous to Australia. So there's this story about how the crocodile came in and really went to war with the thunderbird. Fast runners. Okay, so these are fast runners. However, for our purpose, what we're talking about is you're on the move. Okay, pile number one. So we're getting the solar plexus, Australia, the crocodile of Egypt. We're getting the yellow and the red color, Gryffindor, Harry Potter, lightning. Okay, so there's like lightning in the third eye because we're talking about the third eye. And this lightning is doing what? It's striking your sacral chakra. So it's like you've got a lot going on, okay? There's this heart activation going on. It's affecting all your lower chakras, which then affect the chakras above, all right? 55 million years ago is how long ago? There's over 2,500 fossil bones found dating back to 55 million years ago. So you guys are old souls. And we've got the Aboriginals coming up. You are the carriers of the story of spirit, and you're meant to share the story. So one may think, and this is the channeled message for just you guys, one may think we are gone, yet we live on in the earth, our impact still realized, our wisdom still tried and true. Memory is an imprint on consciousness, a perspective that's selective, a point of view for you. What will you choose? Let's find out, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the energy surrounding you. We are working with the medicine wheel, like literally, we've got a medicine wheel set up here out of the crystals. We're going to go ahead and roll the dice for you. And we've got number 2 coming up in the 3D and number 4 coming up in the 8D. So these are what's being highlighted, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go to the second card. We're getting ruby. Isn't this interesting? Because we were talking about the red and the yellow, okay? And let's go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're getting pink opal. Okay, so we had mentioned the fact that we were talking about your root chakra, which is what the ruby's coming in, which is definitely kind of bringing up in the energy of like Dorothy. There's no place like home. So it's like we're working through a healing, which is bringing us into our center, into our true self, into our queendom. And then we've got the energy here of the pink opal. And the pink opal is all about the heart chakra. And this is actually the shield. This actually turns into a shield for your heart chakra. So it keeps, as you can see in this mandala, do you see these dense energies that are trying to get in? And it's like, no, we're going to keep your center safe, okay? We're going to do that. So we've got the number 61, the number 39, Let's go ahead and look at that vibration. Here's the vibration of a 3 talking about balance. Here's the vibration of a 7 talking about the magic. Okay? We put them together, and what do they make? They make a 10, the ending of a cycle for you, but also a new beginning. Wow. So that's the energy that we're feeling on the medicine wheel coming up for your particular pile. We're going to get more specific as this is also coordinating to Oracle that I have over here. So in the 3D, we've got the brand new Archangel by Fire Oracle that we started with last week. Oh my gosh, I pre-shuffled and look at what's on bottom. Kind of starting off where we ended last week, White Horse, okay? But now we're moving into the White Thunderbird. So this is the element of air. This is the element of keeping things in balance, right? So that's what we're coming up with first. And this is going to assist us with our physical plane, okay? And then our spiritual plane, we've got the archangels coming in for you guys. So we've got the sacred directions. We've got our oracle. Let's get into the messages for you. Isn't this awesome? The first card we're going to draw, we're going to be doing a medicine wheel going from east to south to west to north. And then we're going to find the center, the present information to help you on your journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm actually just getting that we're supposed to shuffle in one energy, only one cut. Okay, so we're going to cut right away. We've got number 32. I don't even know how to say it. Judiel. And I am seeing so much on here, actually. Okay, so I want you just to kind of take it in for yourself. I see the spirals of healing. There's this like chameleon spirit here. So it's like that's what we're getting with you guys. Like you've been shape shifting over and over and over. You're so protected. You're so protected. There's a crown here. And look at it's like the stone people. You carry stories that have been fixed in time and have purpose. I'm actually feeling the indigenous actual spirit here. And we're seeing birds. And then here, look at here at the bottom underneath. We've got some shadows, right? So this is certainly very interesting. That's where we're cutting. Let's go ahead and shuffle. And these are going to be the cards of our physical plane. Thank you, Archangels of the highest light, for coming forward. Okay, so the first card is from the East. This is the card that reveals your spiritual strength. It indicates the direction of your spiritual path is taking. It also can reveal the major challenge at hand for you, okay? So this is going to reveal some of the major challenge at hand and seeing with clarity into that present situation. So as I get 13:14 on the clock, there's this element of steps for you guys. So I hope that resonates. And here we go. We've got number 4, spirits coming in. There's a change going on to the structure, okay? And Spirit is bringing this in for you. What a beautiful card. I love all the purples. We are talking about these higher chakras. We're talking about the third eye. We're talking about our vision. And it's interesting here is that we can't see much because this angel is taking up the whole place. And it almost looks like he's guiding. He's keeping an eye on you. I really want to take a look here. In the center is this cup of life on this pillar. This is really beautiful. We need to grab the book because this is a new oracle for us. So number 40. And this is actually the word on here is ascension. Okay, so let's see. These are the angels of the diamond ray. And in the message, we talked about how it was talking about the diamonds, right? So, yeah, we've got ascension going on. We've got the universal logos. So this guy is like the president of the universe. He represents the consciousness of the cosmos. So he's a little bit like the grandfather to the archangels, the keeper of ascension pathway. And he acts as a bridge between heaven and earth. Wow. Here's a message for you. Beloved, this message comes with confirmation. that you have now been initiated into the order of Melchizedek. So saying it wrong. Let's just say the grandfather of the archangels. An etheric. So we're getting the ethers. We're getting the ethers, which is another element. This is interesting. The etheric lineage of ancient souls who are returning to Earth to assist with ascension. I am with you always. So you guys are here to be the pillars of the ascension process, to allow people to find the chalice, the holy grail within. You are the teachers. You are there's almost like this pedestal, right? Like you're teaching from this pedestal and really kind of sharing what they see. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So this is talking about um, courage and strength and stepping into your role. All right. So this is on the physical plane. We're getting this energy of stepping in to some sort of teaching, some sort of position where you're sharing your experience, and it's going to influence others. It's going to allow, with all these purples that I'm seeing here, it's going to allow others to see, to have vision. How beautiful is this? What a fascinating way to start off our reading. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the south with the archangels. And look at this. We're starting off, you're a community worker. So this is definitely going into the flow. You're part of the sacred geometry of the universe, ascending, but also it's like as you're healing and as you're learning through your healing process, you're paying it forward and helping others. And there's lots of you here. I'm not going to say lots and lots, but I'm just saying, like, this is what I'm getting for you guys, part of a community, working in collaboration with others, as helping the humanity to ascend, cooperating with the highest good of the community. Yeah. And I think I've counted here before, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I knew it. There's 10 ants here. Okay. And ants, I love that it's showing the 10 because it's like you're part of the ending of the cycle for humanity. So it's like through your ascension process, you're helping the earth ascend. And this is something that's wrapping up so that you can step onto your path and lead others. Beautiful. So on the spiritual plane, the south card, we cut right to the swan. Okay. As we're going into the south, overall, the direction of the south is the direction of water. All right. So if you see yourself as the tree of life in the middle, the water is below and the clouds in the higher realms are above. Okay. This is the spiritual path that we're talking about here. So we're cutting right away to grace. We're cutting to the swan, which is this element of grace. It is like this symbol of grace, staying above the emotions, okay? Further kind of coming in to show that you were a teacher. You're here to show others how to master their emotions. The south card is a position that describes how animal medicine is teaching the child within as an adult walks through life. It's what you need to trust in yourself and what you need to nurture in your growing process. Okay? So on bottom, we're getting the dolphin, that you're just meant to be here to play. You're running in that pod, that community. Okay? And as you jump out of the water, you're getting these light codes. You're infusing the light and you're bringing it down back into the water and you're sharing it with the collective. Okay? This is what I'm feeling so much. And the dolphins, they're tapped into this sonar. So this is letting me know that you're tapped in. All right. Specifically, the card we're getting for you is the camel. Look at that sun in the background. Okay. The camel. Be forbearing and patient. It's what's coming up here. I want to show you some of the symbolism here. Okay, here we have the symbolism right here. I'm going to turn it so you can see it. And there's this element of going down to bring up so that you can follow your north. You're going down, and I love that this is really highlighting that solar plexus, okay? going down into that solar plexus, but heading straight down into the treasure chest, coming up and alchemizing and stepping into your authenticity. And just this process allows you to have guidance for others. Okay? Just the process of doing it. There are others who are watching you. There are others who are watching you. This is definitely a divine feminine, okay? Divine feminine working. And I am feeling with the camel here that we're working with source. There's this caravan, these steps that we're taking. Okay. You might even want to look at my animal wisdom on the camel. It's pretty majestic. And the camel, what's coming up right now, they go through the head of the needle, right? They go through the head of the needle, which is this spiritual enlightenment as they head in the direction of 0 point, is what's coming up. Wow. So I'm just seeing here, what I'm seeing here there's this like, the symbolism is really speaking to me. It's all about keeping yourself in balance. And isn't that where we're getting? In fact, we were getting balance and magic. And look at all of these like magical spirals and spirit coming in to really assist you in your healing process. Okay. And it's like you have everything you need within you. Okay. The hump. How can you get over the hump? All right. How you can get over the hump is trusting that you have everything you need on your mission here. And we were also getting the fact with the dolphins, okay? So there's this interplay between the desert and the water for you. And this is really kind of talking about this Atlantean timeline, about the shape shifting, right? It's like we're shape shifting, but we're emerging from the water. We're emerging from the water, going to land, and we're heading on a new quest. Beautiful. 2204 on the clock. It's like we're building a new structure. And this is what I'm feeling with the ruby. There's no place like home. There's no place like home, is what I'm hearing with Dorothy with her ruby slippers. And it's like she had, you can hear kind of Glenda saying, well, you have the power all the whole time. It's all within you. But it's a matter of being in balance and integrating. Can you kind of see like these gears changing? Okay. So it's just like, I love that. So beautiful. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the card to the west, because we're going in a circle. We're going full circle for you. This is your medicine wheel leading you forward through this shamanistic collective experience that we're having. The west is the card of your internal solution. So the east was talking about the challenge, okay? So like rising to the challenge here, stepping up and showing others with that ascension process. And what we're getting here in every challenge is the gift, right? So let's go ahead and see what the gift is. And it's Archangel Shamuel. It's Archangel Samuel. We're getting the number 9, and I'm literally hearing like soul star, alignment, falling into who you are, climbing the staircase where we're getting steps at a time. And we have got this pink energy, this higher heart energy, okay? But it's like that's not your final destination. You're continuing to climb up the process of ascension, and you're going to continue to bring those forward, showing the beauty. The beauty. There's these birds here. There's definitely birds, and I'm seeing peony. Okay, so it's almost like a coral color. Let's go ahead and take a look-see at what number 9. Love and relationships, the message. Open your heart and let yourself be cherished. And this is on the physical plane. Always remember that you are loved, for you are made of love. Archangel Shamuel is known as the angel of the heart, the loving one. The name Shamuel comes from the word lechem in Hebrew, which means comfort and compassion. Shamuel's pure love can help release sorrow from your heart and guide you towards forming an open-hearted and balanced relationships. Call upon this angel to attract romance when you need to resolve issues with loved ones. Beautiful. Whenever this being is around you, you get a fluttery butterfly feeling in the pit of your stomach. Shamuel is sometimes portrayed as a masculine angel, but she can be attributed with a soft feminine energy as depicted in her oracle card here today. She often arrives surrounded with spring, green, and deep pink, the colors of love and compassion, also supporting and confirming the fact that we are highlighting the pink opal, which is the heart. We're talking about your heart and shielding your heart and learning how to balance the energy that you're receiving. Are you open to receiving? Number one. And also balancing out and not allowing any energies that don't serve you to come in. Okay. So there's like this alchemic process going on with the heart. But you can call upon Shamuel to open your heart chakra and to release misunderstandings, hurt, and rejections. And that's really what I was seeing here. It's like these on the heart chakra, it's like deep knitted. See how it's like knitted in? It's like a net. And I have this sense that you're going to go through and undo these so that you can just open your heart naturally. And this is going to be able to guide everyone around you. This is really beautiful. Okay, so that's the energy we're feeling on the physical plane. As we're stepping into this grandfather energy, we're stepping up, we're stepping into our action. This is a masculine. We're kind of getting on the physical plane, a masculine energy, okay, to step into your heart, to really be vulnerable and share your experience with others. It's meant for you. It really is. Now, the card to the north. The card to the north teaches you how you may spiritually apply and integrate the lessons of the other directions that we've talked about. North is the key to walking in wisdom, okay? The teacher within. And this is all about what your higher self wants to show, okay? So we're just going to do one shuffle. We cut to the guinea pig. Do your part. Yeah, you're an ancient soul. You're here to help with the ascension process. We need you to step into your mission. It's at 27:27 on the clock. Okay, so the card that's coming in, oh my goodness, the eagle. The eagle. I see this rainbow bridge. I see this light, the light leading you. I see, and you know, look at like it's the thunderbird and this is the eagle, but it's like these wings, right? We've got the wings. Seize opportunities courageously. And what I'm feeling here already with the sun rays and the rainbow, right, is of course you have to have the water to create the rainbow. So there's this element of your emotions or creating these experiences. And as I'm looking at the eagle, the direction the eagle is going, right, is this way. So this is all about inspired thoughts. This is all about, if you were facing north, the direction of the east, which is what's rising in front of you, okay? What's rising in front of you. And what are we getting? The teacher, the pillar within, your experience and how you can pay that forward to others. Truly very beautiful. Truly very beautiful. So there's this connection. You're tapped in. I'm feeling this like you're tapped in. You're right on track. You're right where you're meant to be. It's all about having faith and about this vulnerability to share your experience. This is what's going to help integrate all these portions. But remember, we're getting that root chakra and the heart chakra. So this is what's being highlighted. So you can look, if you're feeling the overwhelm, okay, if you're feeling a little unsafe, if you're feeling like these triggers, if you're feeling triggered in any way, which I have a sense that you are, okay, or that you will experience that. And that's just because there's so much more going on than you're consciously aware of. And so you can look into root chakra, heart chakra, healing sound meditations. You can look into, yoga, and look at this. I'm seeing all this pink and red. How about just adding pink into your life? like I'm wearing this pink shirt today, okay? But just adding some pink and red into your life, adding those colors in your food. So, just naturally, there's lots of ways just with color therapy that you can ride the wave this week, so to speak. Okay. So we've got the last card, which is card number 5, which is talking about the sacred tree. And it's the position to look at your present. This is the position you are standing in a sense, at the crossroads between the physical and the spiritual. Okay. So it's like we've got all this stuff going on, but in the middle is you. And this card will help indicate how your spiritual and physical realities have melded into you in this present moment, and how you continue to evolve, because that's what we're here to do. So we've got the cow coming up, and we've got that merging of the masculine and the feminine. This is what's coming up at hand. And the fertility of the cows with that milk, right? The sacred milk, to be able to feed others, right? To feed the young, to, think about, we all have milk in our refrigerator, right? And here we've got those elements below of this rainbow aura, this authenticity of this relationship between a divine masculine and divine feminine. This could be within you. This is actually, to me, representing as within, so without. So this to me is representing for you guys with all this energy of the ruby and the pink opal with that heart chakra, and stepping into your queendom. I'm really getting the fact that this is about stepping into your power fully. This is a healing process of claiming any and all little fragments that are still left behind in your healing process, and truly healing that heart chakra. Okay, healing that heart chakra. I have a sense that those of you that chose this pile, it's like I keep getting the end of the Wizard of Oz. So it's like you've been on this journey over the rainbow inside. You've been on this journey. It's been a quest, and it's time to alchemize and to get into alignment, right? And be able to pay it forward. Pay it forward. And then on bottom, just to confirm, you are involved in helping people assist the rainbow bridge, their authenticity. You're the unicorn. You hold the light here on the earth plane. And this was meant for you in the stars. You are definitely a huge, important part of humanity. So keep your ears open. Follow your intuition. Today is all about following your intuition and allowing that to guide you, allowing your own soul. Your soul is what's taking over here. And so the human mind cannot comprehend all of it. But at the same point in time, it's going to try to. So the biggest thing I'm getting here with you guys is, remember that swan came forward. Allow yourself to surrender to what's coming in, and how is it assisting you to really keep those emotions. Okay, so that's kind of the overall theme. 33:22 on the clock. You can't make this stuff up. All right. So the numbers are talking to you. You're seeing the synchronicities, and it's like that's really what it's all about. You're here to help others to ascend. So I hope that this provides some guidance for you. And we got, remember, the ruby, the pink opal, right? So those are the crystals coming up. If you have any to grid, if you have any that you can work with. There is a ruby meditation on my page that you may really enjoy. And it's all about stepping into that queendom. Okay, so highlighting that for you. And those are your messages, pile number 1. This is really, truly beautiful. Thank you, Spirit of the highest light. And thank you, the archangels. Now, hold on. I just realized something. For your guys' reading, the archangels came in all the way for you. Oh, so final message. Final message. Fuel, number 19. This is what we were picking up on, these Atlantean vibes going into this timeline and not shape shifting anymore, stepping into your true essence. But this is point of this nourishment. Okay, so this is what we've been kind of getting overall in your reading. And it's like when you're concentrating on your root chakra and when you're concentrating on your heart chakra, it opens up that rainbow bridge, right? And it's all got these connections all in between. And there's this turquoise energy here. And turquoise brings us right back to what we were talking about at the beginning. This is all about your authenticity. This is all about your throat chakra, your higher heart. Okay, so I hope these messages resonate with you. I thank you for being here. Please give me a like if they resonate with you. Please share this page with others. And also, I want to let you know that the archangels, they come forward because you're meant to be a spiritual teacher. So that is double confirmation with all directions with the archangels today. So you are meant to be a teacher. That's the biggest thing that you need to know by coming here today. So thank you, pal number one. Thank you, pal number one. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a beautiful week, and we'll see you again soon. Let's go ahead and move into pal number two at 3610, actually. Okay, so right away, we've got 910. Some steps coming in for you guys. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for coming back. Please give me a like as you're checking in. Please feel free to share this video. We're looking at the medicine wheel. We're talking about the physical plane and the spiritual plane. We're going to roll the dice, and we've got the 3D and the 8D. We're going from 3D, which is highlighting number one for you. Okay, so we're really highlighting the treasure chest, the earth star chakra, but we're also highlighting the fourth chakra, which is the earth star chakra, the root chakra, the sacral, the solar plexus. So there's this, we're going into the solar plexus. So this is really interesting because I love this. This is the gold alchemy. We're dealing with gold alchemy. So let's see what we have coming forward for you. We've got, first of all, black tourmaline. Now I have not 100% figured out when this is going to drop. It may be tomorrow, it might be Friday, but we do have the black tourmaline being the next one. Yeah, I'm just going to check in with my pendulum real quick. Spirit of the highest light, do you work for the light? And there's a reason I'm using my pendulum. Okay, I'm getting that for those of you in this group. It's like, take the mental part out, okay? Because you're going down deep, and it's like some of the things happening you can't truly comprehend. And in some ways, can I tell you, you're not meant to, okay? I'm getting yeses from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Are we dropping the black tourmaline as the meditation this week? We are. Okay. So I love that synchronicity with you guys right away. You're going to want to watch for this meditation to drop because this is what's going to help bring you into your abundance. Black tourmaline goes into that treasure chest, which holds everything. So if you're not familiar with the Earth Star Chakra, it holds every lifetime you've ever had here on Earth. And you're going into that treasure chest. You're going into the treasure chest like Pandora's box. You're dealing with all the energies that haven't served you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. 38 on the clock, 11. We're getting into this alignment. We're setting up these pillars so that we can move beyond. There's this issue of the Hercules, the challenges of Hercules. Okay, there's 12 challenges that allow him to step into his God-like. And this is what I'm getting here for you. So you're going to want to watch for this to drop. This is definitely being highlighted for you. And black tourmaline is seen as this, it's volcanic, right? And it's like harnessing the fire. It's harnessing the fire. And what this does is it comes in, it helps you release all those energies that no longer serve you. The energies that are not of your highest good, the energies that are not of the light, that are being held in this treasure chest. Okay? So it's really kind of like we're going in and reorganizing, but we're reorganizing you, your soul. So you're going to feel a lot of shifts, and you're really going to stay in balance. So if you have black tourmaline, you're going to want to pull that out, okay? Because we're getting to the center, baby. We're getting to the center. And the other one being highlighted for you guys, this is so beautiful because I can already see it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the citrine. So here we go, the solar plexus, right? The solar plexus. This is the cleanser. This is the abundance, the golden energy, the nectar of the gods is really what it's all about. So this is talking about a structure of oneness coming in and cleansing. So those of you that chose pile number 2, okay? Pile number 2 is all about this cleansing process, really going in. And this is deep, okay? This is really, really deep. And we're going to get more information about this. But, right away, the citrine is reminding me to tell you that you are so abundant already. If you just take a moment and focus into your breath and just focus on that and nothing else, you will truly understand the abundance of the breath and the life within us. And this is what you're meant to realize. It's not about the Joneses. It's not about what you have. It's not about what you're chasing. It's about what's already within you, your God-given abundance. And this is all about getting in tap with that, because there's energies at play that have kept you separated from that God-like alchemy. It's all about alchemy for you. I really am feeling it. Okay, 53 is the 8, 41 is the 5, and look at together we get the number 13, which is totally telling me about the pearl. Very interesting. So I'm feeling like the next 6 months are really going to be a lot of, okay, I just said 13, and here I look down at your dice and we're getting 14. So again, following the steps. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the oracle. We've got coming up on the physical plane, we've got the astral oracle. We've actually got the cosmos coming up. Okay, so there's a lot of energy in the cosmos that are influencing your physical. 4200 on the clock there. Okay, so which is all about integration and spirit really leading you in a way to integrate as you're flowing through these steps. Okay, on the bottom we've got confrontation. We've got opposition, and I love this. Look at the number. Are you seeing it? Number 53. Come on. We are in the right neighborhood. So this is about confrontation with things in past lives, things in the past that no longer serve. There's this element of going in and cleansing and letting go, going down and pulling it all up to kind of really look at it. Okay, and to find that there's these opposing forces. Okay, there's these triggers, there's these mirrors, and I have the sense that you're going to feel this in your actual physical structure with those around you. And why are we feeling this? We're feeling this because you are doing so much more work than you realize. So I really just want you to understand that when you're going through this process, you are really doing a lot of work. You really need to take some time to not allow the triggers to carry you. Because what do these triggers do? I'm going to be honest. They just block you from going through the gate. They block you from going to the next challenge. And so it's all about looking in those triggers. So when you're feeling triggered, just being honest with yourself. This actually just happened right before I went on. My husband and I went out with our older kids yesterday, and we were out late. And I got up early, and I'm tired. There's this crabbiness, and so I took a nap, right? And there's this vulnerability when we feel triggered, when we're not in our element. And this is coming up with purpose. How can you look into those triggers? How can you look into them? And how can you progress? How can you evolve? How can you continue to go from the 53, and instead of focusing on the oppositions, instead of focusing on the time constraints, how can we go to the element of the 11, which is all about alignment? How can we know that there is a progression and the cosmos are doing this for you, and it's putting you into this alignment? I want to see what this clock is pointing to. So we're definitely getting, it's going on 10 o'clock, the wrapping up of the cycle, okay? And I've never seen this card before. It's my first time. So it's like I'm getting the 10th house, And then also, what's that? 9, the 8th house. So 20. So it's like 20 to 10. 20 to 10. This is bringing you on your mission. This is wrapping up a cycle for you. This is really beautiful. I'm loving this. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. So the card to the east on the medicine wheel, this reveals your spiritual strength, the direction of your path. And we're already getting that you're on a spiritual path, right? This is the challenges, the blocks that you might feel. The moon. Now, when I first pulled it, it's an inverse, okay? All right. So it's an inverse, but we have to understand what it is in its true form for us to understand what the inverse is. So we've got, here we go. The 1 and the 9, oneness and healing, really taking a look and facing those shadows, going down into that treasure chest and really alchemizing and finding your true center. And the moon energy is specifically this new moon energy of Sagittarius, setting intentions, working with the moon cycle is going to assist you, as the moon cycle on itself is an alchemizing process. You will find that your life will change just by following the moon week by week, having a focus week by week. So here we are in the new moon, okay, which is really being highlighted here because the new moon is where everything is dark, right? And it's like as we go through the process until we get to the full moon, where we have this illumination and we start to understand what's in here in the dark, okay, in the void, so to speak. And so there's definitely that element here. You're for sure meant, and again, we're confirming on bottom that you're meant to really align yourself to the cosmos, to allow the cosmos to lead you, okay? So I suggest those of you that got this pile that you keep track of what's going on in the astrology. Where does the moon fall in your chart? What kind of trines do you have? What kind of squares? What's the relationship to Sagittarius in particular, to this new moon? And how can we lean into the energy of Sagittarius and help us to focus on the intentions? Because we're not playing the game where we just react and trigger. That's keeping us from going through that gateway, right? That's keeping us from going through the different steps that we need to do. So this is all about how can we use the energy on a bigger scale, on the cosmic scale, knowing that everything is for you. How can we use this energy to help us get into oneness with the structure that is best for us? Wow, just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, the archangels are here. Okay, so that means spiritual teacher. That means you're meant, we cut right away to the butterfly, to the change happening within you, and to that flutter and what that does. And all I want you to think about right now, be ready to transform with the wisdom. This is really beautiful. I'm seeing lots of, okay, the lily is what I'm seeing here. This is the flowers and the bells, lily of the valley. That's really interesting to me because I'm getting the lily of the valley was used a lot in the royal. Well, I've been doing research on flower medicine. Lily of the valley is kind of like the not really seen as in the light flower. It kind of keeps you. It was said to be planted at the bottom of the cross to shield you from really seeing the truth of what was at hand. And so there's this metamorphosis process that's happening with you. And this is all about what you perceive. This is all about what you see, what you feel, what you know. This is all about trusting the synchronicities as the butterfly emerges from that cocoon and just has this zest and it flutters all over and it's dance. It's dance as it flies through the air and itself is inspiring. And so this is what I'm feeling right away. As we go into the south, we're getting in touch with that inner child. We're getting in touch with that part of you that's coming up to nurture. Okay. So we had the solar plexus already coming up to fall into what true abundance is all about. But it also, when we're talking about citrine, we're talking about the solar plexus and really stepping into your true power. So let's see if that comes up. Living as a fully conscious being. Okay. We've got the whale here. And the whale, oh my goodness, is such a beautiful ancient animal, as is the thunderbird. Okay. And, this is about the stories that you carry, and you've been carrying them for lifetimes. You have stories to share with others. So, this is number two. This is the Algonquin. Okay, I didn't read your channeled message today. I was like, I'm feeling something. So, this is the Algonquin Indian perspective, which I found very synchronistic as I grew up in Algonquin, like literally where the Algonquin Indians lived. What? So crazy. But the Thunderbird here, and as we see in the picture, it's this crest, this family crest. So there's this idea of cleansing the family line. And I'm seeing the greens and the blacks. So I'm getting the heart chakra and the Thunderbird, but there's these wolves. So I'm really feeling like this family, there's this community, and you're part of it, okay? And the Thunderbird here is all about, in the Algonquin perspective, the Thunderbird controls the upper world, while the underworld is controlled by the underwater great horned serpent, from which the Thunderbird protects humans by throwing lightning from its eyes. According to legend, Thunderbirds are ancestors to the human race and helped create the universe. The Thunderbird keeps the humans safe, depicting the Thunderbirds taking shape as the letter X. We've been getting this X marks the spot. We're going on a treasure hunt into the treasure chest. To do what? To alchemize and to get our godlike qualities, cleansing our family line. Ooh, channeled message for you. And I was getting, how synchronistic is this? The yellow horse from last week. So if you chose that, this is just double confirmation about where you are. Channeled message. Protected you are, nothing to fear. We keep watch. Strike when necessary. Always in your favor. Breathe and believe. What you think you create, the treasure is you. Beautiful. Okay. So, yeah, there's this element of you bringing these stories of your family line you've been carrying. There's this, like, to me, the whale is very Akashic. It's like keeps track of everything that's happened. Okay. And it's like as these energies come in, these stories that you're sharing, that you shared, it could be oracle, it could be through, I'm seeing some crystals here for sure that's unleashing. This is beautiful, actually. I'm feeling, I mean, of course, I'm just gonna feeling that Atlantean timeline where, it's like there's so many energies that kept you from your true center, and that's not happening anymore because source is coming in. There are energies at play that are unlocking and unleashing the secrets that you carry and that you've been carrying and spreading throughout, because the whale has a language, right? That's heard throughout all the waters. And so I'm really feeling this with you guys 100%. And so, as this is on your spiritual plane, there's something within you being unleashed. The ancestors want to come work with you. They want to show you the secrets that you've been holding on to. This is literally the blue whale, which is all about getting into your authenticity so that you can share these stories. I'm feeling it so much. I'm feeling oracle. I'm feeling your voice. I'm feeling there's this element of crystals here. Which is, a lot of the work that I do. So it'd be interesting to see if this is my pile. As you know, I always choose after. um, so this is what's coming up on the spiritual plane, and it's like, but you're not alone. I'm seeing all these other whales, and it's like you're gonna find your soul family, right? You're finding your soul and family. There's these connections that are happening, and these connections are really allowing you to go from the starting point in the 3D. And it's really talking about setting up that new structure in the crystalline grid and allowing you to increase your vibration and frequency. Beautiful. So let's look at the energy. Okay, That's awesome. I'm loving this. Okay. So the third card is your internal solution. We had the moon coming in, okay, as the challenge. What is the gift that what is the gift that the universe wants to present you with? So this is talking about the card of the position as your internal solution to present life challenges. It indicates the goals that need attention and how to reach your desired end. Guys, we cannot make this up. We cannot make this up. I mean, this is just mind blowing, to be honest. Number 41. And what did we get on your dice? We got 14. So this is mirror. You see the mirror? So we went from 14 to 41. So the starting point to the structure, and then how does that structure, the new structure that you're stepping into, how does this allow you to feel at one with the all? Definitely getting the birds here. We're talking about the third house. We're talking about, no surprise, communication. Okay? Communication. And there's this like chatter of the birds, right? And the flower medicine, there's just so much here wrapped up in here. So many different things. And it's like you're really stepping into this blue, okay? And look at it's like you're going down into the wheel of life and really turning it for yourself. So on the physical plane, you are turning the wheel in your favor, stepping into your authenticity. I literally see this bird right here. You see how it's like going in and taking a deep dive and getting into alignment to something down deep inside their soul song is what I'm feeling. And we're going to bring this up and share this communication with others. So beautiful. Wow. It truly is very beautiful. I've been getting all these like throat chakra for you guys. Okay. So let's see to the north. The north this is a card that's teaching you, this is about your higher self. Like this is what's teaching you. We've got the angels coming in again. And the animal medicine of this card appears to the north is the key of walking in wisdom, knowing the teacher within, connecting to your higher self, purpose, and intention. So these are almost about dare to be different, the hyena. Like laugh it off what other people are saying and hold truth of who you are. It's like there's these influences around you. You feel it. There's these cosmic influences specifically. And you dare, and this is all about daring to be who you are. I'm getting Hayoka. I'm getting the clown. And there's all these blues and these greens of the higher heart of the higher heart leading you to the north. Okay. And it's like sometimes what we say in jest is actually truth. So pay attention to like what you presume to be joking about, the communication of what you're putting out there. But at the same point in time, how can we look at that honestly? What we say in jest is often truth. So it's like you're joking off something and you're trying to joke it off, but really there's a truth there. This is what I'm getting. So how can we take a look? How can we inspire ourselves by the things that we're actually communicating? How can we keep track? Definitely journaling's coming in here. How can we get in touch with that inner child to the part that feels that they can't be who they are, that they have to go outside this box? I very much have this very artistic feeling here in this pile. I'm feeling like writers, I'm feeling artists, I'm feeling and it's all about daring to be different, allowing your perspective to communicate and inspire others because you are teachers. This is being confirmed. But we all teach in different ways. We all teach in different ways. And so this kind of is a huge gamut here, but I hope it's resonating with you. On bottom, before we go into your final outcome here, before we look at your sacred tree where you are in the present, I want to let you know that on bottom we're getting the bat. So there's all these wings, okay? I'm getting these wings. I'm getting this part of this collective. And look at the moon cycle once again is coming in. And it's like, but there's almost like this hermit mode. So have you been really kind of like feeling upside down? Have you been just kind of allowing the energy to allow you to float, okay? Because the bats, they plug into that sixth sense. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about plugging into your intuition. So this is coming up with purpose for you. If you're on my Facebook group, you can look into the beautiful message of the bat, seeing through the illusion and seeing the truth. Yeah. Going into that treasure chest and seeing, is this really for me, or is this just something trying to hold me back from stepping into my brilliance? And this is what this black tourmaline does: is it goes in there and the citrine, and it cleanses. So there's this whole cleansing process, and it's nothing that you have to do. This is just tapping into your intuition and allowing the cosmos and allowing the archangels to guide you in your path. And every step that you take, there is a gift in that challenge. Okay. So, really working with the moon cycle, specifically starting with this new moon in Sagittarius, because this is the energy of what you're bringing into the earth plane. This is all about your mission. Yeah. Beautiful. So, the last card is the Sacred Mountain card, or the Sacred Tree, is what we're doing here. So, the Sacred Tree is actually the water below and the cosmos above, and it's you in between. Okay? So, you in between are the owl, my friend. The owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Once again, we are getting so much symbolism here: the dove, the winged ones, the perception of being able to see things from other perceptions, the moon. Specifically, we've got something going on right now for you, my friends, from new moon to full moon. So you really want to talk about your intentions. How can you sit down and look at your intentions of what you want to see to come fruition in this next 30 days? Because you are a creator, and this is the power that you're meant to hear today. The structure, the 14, the shift, and is getting into the oneness and selecting what part of the one you want to showcase to allow you to express to allow you to express your message that you feel that you want to share, right? And the owl, he can clutch anything. He can see, he like literally can twist in 360-degree radius. And so this is all about getting this element of like trying on these hats. Okay? And so as we're stepping into this Sagittarius, as we're stepping into a new cycle, right? Isn't that what we got for you guys? We got the 8 and we got the 5, the 13. Okay. And then the step into the 14. So um, it's almost like trying on these hats. And I'm saying hats for a reason. So you really might want to wear hats, because we're dealing, as we're going down into that Earth Star chakra, we're also, don't want to forget, it's affecting our soul star chakra. It's affecting our channel with the divine. Okay. So of course, this is just like multi, but it's like the angels want to guide you. So I'm getting this element of protecting yourself from this trickster energy. Wearing hats is what's coming up. But it's also like trying new things to see what resonates with you, trying different ways of expression, and seeing what really feels like a fit for you, allowing you to see different perceptions, because that is the value that you bring. The ability, not everybody has the ability to see things from other points of view. Okay? And this is very healing for those around you. It's the dove, it's the olive branch, it's what you give, by being able to tap into those different perceptions. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. The time is now, my friend, for progress. You know, remember, we were getting the time. This is where 20 to 10. We're coming into our mission. This is a cycle wrapping up. Everything is aligning for you. Okay. So, really, you were just brought here to confirm these messages because I have a sense that you already are very aware that many of this is happening for you. This is just confirmation. So, watch for the black tourmaline and the black-eyed Susan, because this is going to be a powerful meditation for many, but specifically for you. All right. So thank you for being here, pile number 2. We're going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3 at 10520. So we've got a 1, a 5, and a 2. Ooh, we're getting into this abundance, okay? And spirit is really involved in your pile as well. So what we're doing is we're looking at the medicine wheel. We're looking at how the ancestors are coming in and how spirit is coming in to work with you. We've got the medicine of the Thunderbird, right? So your perspective, number 3, pile number 3, is the I'm sorry, I am not very good at pronouncing these words. I don't know. But it's the Obiwa, Indian perspective. Thunderbirds are creative to deal with the underwater spirits. It's believed by these particular Indians that the indigenous, okay, let's just call them indigenous. It's believed that the Thunderbirds protect the humans, but they're also instrumental in this moral code, okay? So not only do they protect the humans, but they also enforce like ethics, okay? It is believed that they live in the 4 directions. So the medicine wheel is coming forward to give you insights. And they come in the spring, and after a battle with the snakes, the Thunderbirds retreat and recover in the south. Getting the energy here, there's some numbers that came up 22 by 12, which is talking about building a structure. They're in this master builder mode to build a structure that makes you feel in balance. Definitely had the black horse come forward for you guys. So if that resonated last week, we're still, it's like that was the challenge. And now we're in the next step, right? Here's the channeled message for those of you that chose number 3. Movement, cemented in stone. What meant for you, never alone. Gate, wait. Patience, a must. Release your fears. Release your worries, your fears, and trust. Jaded, faded, become one with the earth. Let's go. What messages are we going to get here? So let's go ahead. We're going to roll the dice. And in the 3D, we can't make this up. We've got the 12 coming up. We were just talking about this for you guys, the balance. So in the 3D, we've got the second card coming up, okay, which is the ruby, the root chakra. Okay, so the root chakra is being highlighted. And then we have the 1 on here, and this is in the 80, which is being highlighted. And we're talking about magnetite and pyrite. Okay, so we're going to start with this. This is a vibration of a 3. So there's this, okay, so let's first of all just go ahead and look at these numbers, all right? So first of all, with ruby, now for you, I'm feeling the ruby is the root chakra, okay? This allows us to step into our queendom to feel safe. And there's the star in the middle. There's like gears that are changing. So keeping yourself in balance, there's a healing at play. This makes the same vibration of what we just rolled for you, the vibration of a 12, okay? This turns into 3 plus 9 is 12. We're talking about the vibration of a 3. So here we go, 3, 3, and then look at this. 66 master number, okay? 66 master number. Magnetite pyrite works together to bring your actual, this is works with many chakras. The soul, it works with your throat chakra, your solar plexus, and your earth star chakra. And it brings you into balance as you move into the sixth dimension. As you're moving into the higher planes, there's this alignment. So think about the 11, but this is the sixth challenge. We're talking about the higher heart, okay? So this is all about the energy of where you are. But there's also in the higher heart, above is the throat chakra, below is the solar plexus. And this particular attunement, the pyrite specifically, when you mix it with the citrine in the solar plexus, it becomes a shield to your solar plexus. When you mix it with the aeolite in your throat chakra, it becomes a shield to your throat chakra. So there's this elevation that I'm getting here within you, mirrored here, 12, 12, 3, 3. Yeah, definitely getting the Ascended Master Path for you guys. Definitely getting this alignment, this balance, okay? And there's a lot of energies at play. And what we're but they're here to balance you out, okay? All right, so that's the energy surprise around you. Now in the 3D, we've got the angels. We've got the archangels coming up for almost every pile. So we've got a lot of spiritual teachers coming in here. Let's shuffle in your energy right away. There's number 20. We're talking about your mission. We're talking about your abundance. We're talking about how you can get your peacock, okay? 11111 on the clock. Come on. Wow. So peacocks, they actually have these crystals. It's a vibration. They actually hold crystals in their peak. Did you know that? Yeah, they do. It's amazing. So this is talking about bringing you to your mission, okay? So we've got the angels coming in the physical, which is telling me all about the fact that you are a teacher, okay? Now on bottom, we've got confirmed Archangel Haniel. We've got the number 8 here. I want to dig into this. I'm feeling the Quinlin, the Ascended Master Path. I'm feeling Quinlin here very much so. She's an Ascended Master that holds the vibration of unconditional love. This is talking about the heart chakra. If we were to look into let's just go here and look at number 8. All right. Not the angels of the red ray. We're talking about the root chakra. Okay, look at that. It's coordinating with that ruby. We had the ruby and the magnetite pyrite coming in here. Talking about your base. It's all about that base, baby. Okay, I'm hearing that song. It's all about that base. And what we're talking about here, crystals, ruby. Okay, it literally says ruby. The healing qualities are grounding, stability, physical strength, vitality, forgiveness, emotional healing, tenacity, and success. All right. So this is what we're overall dealing with when we're dealing with the angels of the red ray. And we're specifically dealing with Haniel. We're talking about passion and poise. Haniel's name, I'm literally getting something I'm hearing some frequency in my right ear right now. So this is talking about grace and passion and poise as your divine masculine is healing. Okay, so it's like this alignment. So you see, we're getting that alignment in the challenges, and we're aligning to higher, higher. If you look at like double numbers, like the 11 is the alignment, the pillars, going through that first set of pillars. And then we continue to do that as we rise up with the chakra system, right? So this is kind of like talking about the challenge at the 6th chakra, which is that higher heart chakra, which is this alchemy, this turquoise energy that I was feeling the peacock. Danielle's name means glory of God, grace of God, and she can help you ignite your passions and bring you renewed energy and vitality. If your world is feeling a little lackluster, call upon this angel to restore your vigor and your passion for life, she helps us channel energies into things that we love. Message: the spark of vitality within you is being restored, giving you the courage to express yourself with real grace. Whatever you do, do it from your heart with great passion. Beautiful. We've got all the cherry blossoms. That's the energy here. And I'm seeing this bridge, this golden sun, and she's got her eyes closed, but she's holding a lantern. So it's like she's walking the path and it's illuminated, but there's this sense of being blinded. Okay? It's definitely this sense of being blinded. So this is really kind of setting the stone of where we are, right? So in the first card that we're going to choose on the medicine wheel, this is the card that reveals where your spiritual strength lies, the direction of your spiritual path that you're taking. And there it is. Raphael. Okay, we're getting the heart chakra. Take this in for a moment. There's that turquoise color that was being illuminated for us. Number 18, the caduceus, the harp, the gold. Okay, and so we have this ruby. You're seeing all these golds, the alchemy of going into that root chakra, alchemizing and getting into balance. Are you seeing the silver and gold? There's a lot of energy in these silver and gold, this alchemizing process for you. And this is the part in which you're meant to bring forward. And I love that Archangel Raphael is holding his heart chakra here. He's literally holding his heart chakra. And we're seeing all these flowers around him. And I feel like they're peonies. There's this nourishment, this medicine coming in, right? The caduceus. So beautiful. So Spirit is coming in. The archangels are coming in to really heal that heart. I have a sense that those of you that chose this have been on this heart chakra path. It's been a while. I'm going to say March. So here we are, and that started in the 3, and here we are in the 11. Okay, and it's like it's been months of this, and there's this exhaustion. So there's this need of, at this point, to kind of pull back and retreat and allow yourself to be taken care of. Thank you, archangels. This grace of walking the path, knowing that you're not alone, even though you can't see, you're illuminating it for those who ultimately follow the path behind you. That's truly beautiful. All right, now the other plane is the cosmos. So the cosmic energy is coming in and also affecting things for you. And right away, I cut to Mars. Okay, Master Builder. Okay, Master Builder. So definitely you are on the Ascended Master Path, which is a series of challenges. And it can be really tough. So it's all about, here we've got Mars, which is this fiery action. This is this fiery passion, and there's a frequency and a vibration there. You want to be careful of what you're building. If you're building anything on fear, it's doomed to fail. And I'm not saying this to be a bad thing, but the reason I'm bringing this in is because you're going into those chakras, and we don't want to bring that dense fear. We want to bring the alchemy. Do you see the difference in the reds? Do you see the difference in the golds and the silvers? This is what's meant for you. So if you're getting any stark energies, triggers that are actually allowing you to be in this reaction, Mars is in retrograde right now. And so there is a lot of energy at play that could be attacking men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's like, it's really kind of challenging your masculine energy. Okay. And it's about keeping your sword in the sheath. When we say the sword, it's more than just the tongue. That's part of it. So watching what you say, but at the same point in time, there's this element of, needing to fight anymore. It's all about holding this vibration of grace. And that's why Haniel is here. So call upon Archangel Haniel if you're starting to feel this need to fight, okay, to like going for blood, eye for an eye. These dense energies are not for you. This is the master builder number. This is not what you want to build on. This is what you want to build on. Grace and poise. Do you see the difference in the vibration? Beautiful. So this card coming up next is the South. This is the card of your inner child. This is what the part that's being nurtured for you. And this is really important for you on your path. This is your spiritual path. This is your spiritual. And that's coming out in your physical. That's what's interesting is the archangels are coming with that nourishment in the physical. And yes, we cannot make this up, okay? We're getting that caduceus. We're getting that chiron, the rainbow bridge to find the pearl. So it's like I'm getting this element that you have been really, and this is what we're saying, you've been in the thick of it. In the thick of it. This is what I'm hearing in the backyardigans at 1:20:22. This is bringing you into oneness. This is bringing you into your mission. This is bringing you into building on the light. Because what's emerging here is the alchemy. We're building on the wisdom and the truth and within the challenge. We're leaving those challenges behind. Okay? But it's like, and we're rising in our queendom. We're rising into our crown because as is affecting the root chakra affects the crown. So it's like we're going down, we're getting the rubies, we're collecting the rubies and we're placing them in our crown. Okay? It's literally what I'm feeling here. Literally in the thick of it. And I'm going to be singing the backyardigans. Wow, this is really truly beautiful. So Chiron is the master. Chiron in the energies. You can see where your Chiron's at. And Chiron is all about the wounded warrior, but how he takes that wound. And this is the element of closing a cycle here. So this is bringing you in alignment to cooperation and your abundance, okay? So this is, you're finishing one thing and you're starting another. And this is a very challenging time because it's very deep on many levels within you. And so this is why it's coming up about watching the frequency and the vibration that you're putting out there because you're meant to teach others how to control their emotions. In a lot of ways, I'm feeling emotional master. There's this magnetism. This card is talking to me a lot because there's this magnetism, and the pyrite is the fool's gold. So there's like this new beginning. It's like the fool energy, and it just magnetizes and brings people into the structure that you're creating. It's truly, really beautiful. It's truly, really beautiful. And the pearl is the only crystal that you earn in the physical. What I mean by that, it's created from an irritant found in the waters. Okay. So it's like there's this irritant, there's this emotional trigger. And as you alchemize it, it turns into this beautiful crystal, a living crystal with an iridescence, right? With an iridescence and sheen. All right. Now, as we move into the West, we're talking with this card is the solution internally to your present challenge. So the present challenge that we saw in the physical is this exhaustion from this process, right? Really feeling it down deep in your soul. As I'm getting spammed right now. And that's coming up with purpose because it's like there's these energies that are really kind of making you feel exhausted, really trying to get you triggered. And so as I'm saying this, you're meant to keep things in balance. You're meant to not let the external, that's all changing for us. It's not about how the external influences the internal. It's about what is inside of you and how that changes the external. Okay? All right. So the next card here in the West is the solution. What the angels want to work with here. Here we go. So we're getting these steps here, right? So we just talked about the 10. Here's the 11. Getting yourself into alignment. Now, I did get familiar with this guy, but I already forgot. So Rick Beal. And there's this cosmic, and I love how we've got the cosmos coming up in here talking about the solution. And I love how we have the Cosmo cards coming up for you. So the cosmic energy, you want to be paying attention to it. How is Sagittarius in this new moon? How is this affecting your personal psyche? Where is it in your chart? You can lean into that, watching the moon cycle and the energies and how these can kind of like really forecast. It develops into a forecast. So rather than just reacting to the energies, you can use the energies to be intentional. And this is the word here is about compassion. The message: no matter how badly others behave, there's those triggers. No matter how badly others behave, try to see through the eyes of compassion. Treat others as you wish to be treated and promote harmonious relationships. Rickabill is known as the chief of the divine chariot, the Merkaba. He is said to be the power of love and helps us recognize the incredible power of having loving thoughts. A harmonizing angel. Harmonizing. Silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Don't know why that song's coming into mind, but it's for you. And when I'm singing that, I'm like literally seeing the Christmas. It's like the snowman in the checkered vest, and he's singing this song. So there's this element of ice, freezing the emotions, and not allowing what others are doing to influence and to influence who you are, because you are your own person. You are your own person. You're meant to hold a higher vibration. He's a cosmic diplomat. He shows us that when the group strives towards a common goal based on integrity, they can achieve great things. Like Shamuel and Uriel, he can heal emotions and promote forgiveness. He presides over the 4 cardinal directions, and that's the reading we're doing here, and governs the wheels of the chariot, which are the 8 fiery angels known as the Hayath. If you're feeling stuck, call upon Rickbill to get the wheels of love moving in your favor, like a wheel of fortune in the tarot. Rickabill's help can give you the reins and ride his chariot through any challenges. Beautiful. Thank you, archangels, coming forward for this. And of course, he is seen in this silver outfit, which is all about this conduction. Silver is the conduction. This silver and gold, this fast-moving energy around you. Okay? So thank you to the archangels. Let's go into the north. This card, the next card, teaches you more about your higher self, the teacher within. Okay? This is the wisdom. And what were we saying? The one. The 10 is the one. We're wrapping up one cycle with spirit and stepping into newness, the Aries energy, stepping into the Fool, climbing the pinnacle, climbing up. But there's a vibration that you do not want to have, and it's a stubbornness. Okay, so you can move, and I see you moving up very quickly, right? Moving through these challenges and overcoming. But there's also this element of, on the physical plane, you have to recall, this is what the angels want you to know. How much can we handle? How much can we truly handle? And how is it affecting us? And how can we learn to not allow the emotions of others around us to necessarily draw different energies to us? This is really very deep, and I'm feeling so much here. I also am getting this element of music with you guys. So we've got the sound therapy going. We've got in particular, 842, 852 hertz. This is bringing you into your vision. This is about the energies that surround you that cloud your vision. And as I'm plugged into your energy, I'm seeing there's lots of shifts. Okay, so that's why the archangels are here. Know that you are meant to be a teacher, But at the same point in time on the spiritual path, there's this Chiron, the wounded warrior, and the need to rise to your pinnacle, okay? But this is the thing. Make sure we don't get lost in the shape shifting. What I mean, there's this element of worthiness, okay, at the center. So it's like climb the mountains, showcase who you are, but don't do it at your expense, okay? Don't do it at your expense. Don't let the fiery passion, the dense energies allow you to build on fear, to build on emotions that are not of your highest good. When you build on love, that's what it's all about. So this final card, look at it's Pisces. We've got the number 15. There's some integration going on. We've got, and this is just so beautiful because it's like this is the alchemizing part. Do you see all these golds? It's like, look at these. I'm getting this lily here, this like black, but it's like the lily, which is showing the heart chakra, and then these peonies, which is showing the sacral chakra. So this is like a relationship really coming in through that heart chakra is the gateway. We're dealing with that, sacral chakra. That's the challenge that we just went through. This is what's in the present. So where we are now is really, it's like we've had all these healings down deep, and now we need to like alchemize. We need to take some time to pull back and allow them to integrate. The Piscean energy. And when I'm saying the Piscean energy, there's this element that you are assisting, because remember, we're getting this 10 and this, it's a 12, excuse me. Oh, it's a 12. That's the vibration, because we've been getting that for you. 12s, 333 now. Okay. So it's all about, this ascended master energy. This is about taking the third dimension and really going into that higher heart, getting into that sixth dimension, but knowing that that's not your final destination. But there's a lot of lessons and there's a lot happening quickly for you. So it's like there's a lot going on those lower chakras, and it's going to be affecting. So balance is really, really a key point for you. All right. Very much. We're getting all these ascended master challenges with the doubles. Maybe you're seeing a lot of double numbers, okay? Just to kind of let you know. Pay attention to your thoughts when you're seeing 11, when you're seeing the 22s, when you're seeing 66, 44, 33. Like, this is coming up with purpose. This is the guidance of the archangels. It's a communication. They communicate through the numbers. So what are you feeling at that point in time? You guys, I cannot even make this up as I'm looking here on your spiritual path, okay? As we're rising up the wounded warrior, getting things into balance in the present, this is what's in front of you. And do you guys see this? The lightning, the thunderbirds are here. The thunderbirds are here to ensure that any emotions in the water, specifically any emotions in the water, they're assisting you dealing with that snake energy, that caduceus energy. This is like truly so beautiful and so synchronistic. All right. So those are your messages, pal number 3. Beautiful messages. I hope they resonate with you. Take some time for you to really fill that heart with a different vibration and plug into some sound therapy. Or maybe you're an artist and just, I'm feeling like music in particular is really a guiding force for you. Okay. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. I see 1:33 now on the clock. I mean, come on, we can't make this stuff up. Okay. So it's beautiful. The cosmos are coming in. Yes, the archangels are coming in just for you. And you were led here confirming this is, you already know. 12. Number 12 is really coming up a lot for you guys. Okay. A lot. So maybe you're seeing 12:12, 12:21. Just telling me that you might be interested in my course that I'm teaching, okay? Which really has to do with the crystals and helping you get on the path to recover your pearl. So I'm going to be sharing some information about that tomorrow, I believe. So if that resonates with you, I want you to contact me. I have the Rainbow Bridge class coming, which is ultimately what I love about the Chiron, because Chiron builds the Rainbow Bridge. So you're meant to build it too. All right, let's go into the very last oracle at 1:34:38. So we're getting 1, 7, 11. I was really feeling like this luck. It's so funny. I was feeling that before the numbers came in. 7, 11, take me to heaven. Let's go. We're talking about pile number 4 here. Okay. And so, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find pile number 4. The Mound People, Spyro. Okay. I love this because this was really kind of talking to me in a lot of ways. I'm getting the association with the red horse. I'm getting, I was thinking about the game Spyro. Like, literally, is this game that I used to love playing with my husband on, what was that, the PlayStation? Yeah. And it's this unicorn, like, no, dragon, and he comes in with his breath and he changes these shapes and unlocks the crystals, the keys. So I'm already feeling crystals. He breaks to reveal the crystals. And the Spyro are the Mound People. Okay, so there's this Mound People, which is this old tradition. It's very it's almost like an indigenous culture found along the Mississippi, and they found these hollow chambers with tons of artifacts. And the biggest thing that's here is you may have heard of the Spirit Lodge. And so this is that tribe, the Spirit Lodge. This is the indigenous culture coming forward for you guys. Let me turn the page here. The number 16/16, which is 7/7, is coming up. Yeah, along the Mississippi from Canada to Mexico. And in this secret lodge, and in this secret chamber, they found obsidian. They found beads from the seed of Cortez. They found coppers. They found shells. The channeled message for you is vibration, striation. You get the feels. Embedded when wedded, vintage and grounded, rain, RAIN, supreme. We engage the cage, freedom, supreme. Okay, so this is what was coming up for this particular one. And this, why did I not write down the Thunderbird? Hold on just a moment here. I think I missed it. I'm kind of all over the place here. Well, that was meant to be shared for you guys. But here the Thunderbird is the story about coming in, and it's this alchemy, coming in and changing the dense energies into a different vibration. Okay? So the Thunderbirds is seen as this protective spirit from the spirit world, and this is the element that's coming in. But there's this energy of the red horse. There's this energy of the red, and there's this denseness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's roll the dice. Let's see the energies on the medicine wheel specifically coming forward for you. We've got number 3, which is 1, 2, 3, magnetite pyrite, and number 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, which is diaptase. Okay, so we're coming in. There's a lot going on with you. I can feel the energy already. We've got the 66, which is this is the vibration of an Ascended Master Challenge, dealing with, we were just talking about this for pile number 3. And we were talking about the vibration of the 12, getting the balance, finding going in and alchemizing. And this is happening in the solar plexus and in the throat chakra. And I find this very interesting because not only does this affect the solar plexus, the throat chakra, and your earth star chakra, which then, of course, affects your soul star chakra. Ultimately, we're talking about these dense energies in your heart chakra. We're talking about a deep healing, bringing you into oneness, giving you abundance. There's this dense energy we're carrying in our heart chakra, and we're meant, you see all this turquoise? We're meant to transform this. And I love that the indigenous Indian culture is coming up because they are known for the turquoise. And I am feeling this obsidian, okay? So the vibration of obsidian is like this protection, right? But right away, what I'm getting you guys is like whatever you believe, you create. So if you believe that there's this dense energy you need protection from, guess what you're pulling towards you? How about we flip the script, and instead of looking at as dark energies out to get you and I need to protect myself, how about instead we go into the void, which is the dark. We're going into the dark for the spark to preserve our fortress, to preserve our center. Beautiful. You might be very interested right away in the turquoise and straggler daisy meditation that I just dropped, because this is all about subconscious scripts that run in the background that affect your heart chakra. Dioptase this is about your heart chakra, and this is a heart chakra that's exhausted. This is an attunement that goes in and really helps an exhausted heart chakra. So this is the energy I'm feeling around you, pal number 4. Let's get into it. We've got for you, oh, no surprise, look at this, the Ascended Masters. Right away, we're getting a change in your structure. You're going in to get this gold. I mean, this is coming up in all the readings in a different way. But, you know, I'm thinking of the movie Hercules, and you might even want to watch Disney's Hercules, because there's a part in the movie where he's trying to get his godlike, right? He's getting his godlike glow around him. And this isn't a challenge. This is a path that we follow, and we're blinded, right? And here he's like crouched up in the air. This is really talking to me right away about grounding, about studying yourself and your reactions. This is talking about your reactions, your triggers. So what's like allowing you to, and look at it's fast moving energy. So you have the ability to kind of see through and study, okay? Study yourself. With the vibration of the 31 here, we're talking about changing your structure. Ultimately, that's what the challenge is at hand for you. How can we keep in balance and be oneness with everything? Meaning, how can we take the shadow, the trigger, and how can we see it from a different perspective? And that's the ability of working with the one. This is a vibration. And instead of like squinting our eyes and being afraid and just jumping and hoping for the best, this is all about a knowing. This is all, and what I'm feeling here is we need to get those feet on the ground so that we can truly bring this energy into the earth plane. Let's go. Okay. Yep. Here we go again. Balance. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it with your feminine energy, with your masculine energy. We're getting this idea of balance, okay? The 3 and the 5. What were they? The magnetite pyrite, talking about balance. And in that heart chakra, finding the balance to alchemize that heart chakra, those energies that you brought with you. Those energies that you brought with you to this life that are meant to be healed, okay? Right away, I do see this like she's in balance, but right away I'm seeing like this passage through the trees. It's like there's this barrier, right? I'm really feeling like this neural impulse. And this is like the synapse, the gap. We're breaking the flow of what was. There's this root system and it's underground. I'm really definitely feeling neural impulses. Please make sure you check out the turquoise and straggler daisy meditation here on this page. It's really going to help you with those rooted deep down, those roots of energies that are flowing from root to root to root. And it's just like the neurons, okay? But this is from lifetimes after lifetimes. This is, and we're here to bring this into balance. We're here to find our true center, okay? Our true center, to not allow fears, right? To allow us to be in balance as we're doing that, as we're going through and alchemizing. Because the Ascended Master Path is all about the alchemy, the gold. All right. So I'm right away feeling the need to do the numerology for you. I'm getting do the numbers, Michelle. So the masculine energy is working on the 4, the structure. The feminine energy is working on a healing. Together, it's a 13. Okay? The 13's reminding me of the pearl. So this is the challenge that you're going through. There's this element of this challenge, and it's going to be step after step after step, and you're going to be getting really familiar with who you are and how you react. But it's like she's got her eyes wide open. He's really kind of frozen in the actions, okay? And this is to do with those subconscious scripts that are running. Definitely feel it. Balance and shift is what I'm hearing. Balance and shift. Okay, so this first card is talking about the direction of your path, your spirit on the physical plane. What is the challenge? What are the perceived blocks? Okay, we've got, again, balance coming up in a different way. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is this balance, being impartial, not allowing yourself to get wrapped up into the energy around you. This particular person, this perspective is all about being impartial. There's this war going on in the background, and he refuses to participate on one side or the other. So his entire focus is all about feeding all the people. So this is what works best for him. Do you see how his feet are on the ground? Do you see how that's a little bit different than the vibration that we first saw? Okay, so this is the 9. This is the healing to that masculine energy, bringing those foot grounding into this earth plane and being impartial, not allowing attachment to these different parts. Triggers as we're alchemizing through the alchemizing process is like these shadows. They come up, but they come up for you. Okay, they're leading you to pieces of yourself that you've lost behind. And one of the biggest lessons that you're meant to have at this time is to realize that the world is not against you. It's actually working for you. And it's all about, we have a choice on the vibration that we can see for ourselves. And so this is why this self-study and this impartial, how can you be detached? How can you pull back and be more observant and just follow your own intuition? That's really what I'm feeling here for those of you that chose this particular pile. Of course, there's lots of golds stepping into your true authenticity, okay? And it's like, it doesn't matter what's happening around you. That's a reflection of things from the past. That's a reflection of those neural impulses that are running. But we're creating a gap into that. We're breaking that structure. This is about stepping into what's new. This is about focusing on what you want to see grow. And I can't help but notice all this turquoise here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm seeing on bottom, on the physical plane, you are meant to be, this is driving you to your mission, okay? It's happening very quickly. And you see all this armor here, okay? But this is spiritual armor. This is about you surrendering and allowing spirit to guide you, knowing that everything you needed. There's this element that I'm getting with you guys, because this is actually what to me is this. I'm like, see, this is like, he is reflecting this magnetite pyrite. And he is the leader, okay? This guy, he's a leader. He's respected for what he does. But he has to be careful because he has sacrificed. The story about this particular archetype is he sacrificed his love for, it's kind of interesting because it went to his father. He sacrificed his love interest in the interest of the all. And what I'm getting here, and this is like, you don't need to sacrifice who you are to get where you want to go. This is an old mindset, and this is not the mindset that's meant for you. So it's like, how can we allow this armor to fall? How can we surrender into getting into balance and allow the armor to fall, to allow our true authenticity to come to the forefront and allow our wishes,
what's within our heart, what are the things that we want to see in our relationships specifically. How can we allow that to come to the forefront? And how can we, instead of fighting for what we need, how can we just allow the energy to bring it to us? So there's this energy that I'm feeling here on the physical about forcing, hustle, okay? And it's more about pulling back and allowing the universe to serve you. It's this sacred communication between you and the universe. Yeah, I'm feeling this very much so. Okay, so the other deck coming up here is the ancestors. We've got the Wildwood Tarot. We're dealing with the inner earth. Okay, this is the 5 that we have. This is the shift. And right away, we've got a 5 here. Okay, and she's in the star. 5 of Vessels, ecstasy. There's almost this this is what we were talking about. This is the vibration. I want to show you something here. The Ascended Masters are pointing you in this direction, and they're saying, is this your true authenticity? That you're guarded in all your actions? Or is this who you truly are? In the moment, the 5 of Vessels is all about your heart space. It's all about this freedom to be you, this wild side to come out. This is all about, I must sacrifice to get what I want. This is all about, no, I'm just going to go with the flow. The universe always has my back. Are you seeing the difference here? Okay, so this is what's being confirmed on bottom on both decks. But let's go ahead and shuffle. Enjoy the journey. There's that 13 again. So this is the second 13, the full moon. How can you pay attention to the energies around you? How is the moon cycle specifically coming in and allowing you to let go of all those painful experiences on other timelines? Definitely feeling this. It's like you're being stripped away. And it's like, working with the moon cycle can allow you to release this energy. We don't want you living in this energy, because what you bring about, what you think about, you bring about. So we want to remember, it's all about the entire journey. How can we be detached? How can we be impartial? It's really coming up a lot for you guys. Okay. All right. So the second card is all about your internal child. How can you nurture yourself? How can you nurture yourself? And here we have the bear. I'm kind of laughing a little bit because she's looking a little crabby. Like, why are you breaking my slumber? Off with your heads. So I'm definitely feeling this. What do we roll for you guys? We got the pyrite and we got the dioptase. Yeah. So it's like the Queen of Hearts is what I'm getting here. The Queen of Hearts, but in a way that's volatile. Okay, that's reactionary. And that's kind of like what I've been trying to show you here. These are these neural pathways of reaction. Definitely feeling this so much here. Okay, but what you're meant to know is you have the choice, my friends. You have the choice to choose the frequency and the vibration that you want. So it's like you don't have to make those choices. You're the queen. Control stepping into your crown. Control your reaction and act with grace and diplomacy. And remain detached. Okay, that volatility is attachment. This is really coming up so much in your reading. And it's like there is a lot happening as we go into winter. There's this wanting to retreat, but at the same point in time, you're on this ascended master path. There are still challenges in front of you. As the constant that we do have, it's not about the sacrifice. That's not what it's about. It's all about the polar star, finding your true north, enjoying the journey, the hero's journey, your journey, what was meant within the stars, challenge after challenge, and claiming the gift, bringing you closer and closer to you. Look at that. Do you see this iridescent, that glow? Wow. Guys, this is so amazing. Okay. This is really so amazing. I'm feeling it so much. This is your personal journey. And it's like there's this element of the universe fighting against you. And actually, when you were brought here so that you can know that really, truly, the elements and the universe, they're here for you. They're here for you. They're using those triggers. They're using that they want you to study, how is this happening? Where is this coming from? And you might be really surprised what you uncover. You might be truly surprised that this was never meant for you in the first place. Okay? And how can you use your imagination? How can you use your queendom, your creativity, instead of pulling back and feeling victimized? How can we, in fact, find and create the structure that we want? The fixation. The Queen of Stones is all about fixed, bringing into this earth plane. You're meant to bring something into this earth plane. But until you let go of a victim mentality, until you remain detached, see what's happening is when we attach to things and when we have this victim mentality, and I'm talking from experience, okay? So don't be triggered by these. I say this all with love. When we look at those attachments, they create these judgments. And when we create judgment, we automatically push away what we want. It's like automatic, okay? And so we're here to learn to come into balance and allow the shifts to happen. We're flipping the script. We're flipping the script here for you guys, okay? And this has a lot to do with this heart awakening. Some of you are entering it. Some of you have been in it. Okay, this is all a reading for many people. So we shall see. Now, the energy of the West is the internal solution. So what is within you? How can you spend more time inside to get the message of gratitude? Do you see the difference in the frequency and the vibration of these two? Because they're at the same archetype. One is ready to go to war and to slay, and reaction is like that conduction of those reactions. This guy, no, he's got like his man bun. He's not all armored up. He's protecting himself in his heart center. He's taking his skills. He's cloaking himself. So there's element of cloaking, okay? Ask your angels to cloak you and to have an attitude of gratitude, because you are that powerful, my friends. And when you take the action of gratitude rather than the attitude of sacrifice, I'm going to tell you what, it's your choice. This is your choice. This is the choice before you, pile number 4. You are so powerful. You get to decide. Look at the difference between the 20 and the 17. What's the difference? 3. And what's the difference? The balance, the magnetite and pyrite, bringing you into balance on all timelines, all dimensions, all realities, allowing you to step into who you truly are from the bottom going up, not allowing the fears. I told you this works with your treasure chest. This works with your solar plexus. So not allowing the fear to dictate who you are. You get to decide. You sit in that throne, and it also creates shields to your authenticity. Okay? So it's like you're going through this mission, you're going through this quest. And I'm feeling with all these masculine energies, I'm feeling like there's been this in alignment and this like, I'm not really sure where to go. Okay, but this is part of having the open heart, allowing, because the moment you decide, remember, the moment you create hierarchy, the moment you create and make a decision, as is, and so it shall be. So there's nothing wrong with that, but is it inspired? Did you take thoughts, or did you react off with their heads? Okay, do you see? Are you building on the subconscious scripts of fear? And I mentioned this in another pile. Anything built on fear will never last. So how can we go in and face the fear, take the wisdom, claim a part of ourselves, be in our full power? And that's what I'm feeling here with this gratitude. Be in our full power. How can we be in our full power and make choices from there? Because that's how you go into the quantum. That's how you access the quantum grid. That's how you collapse time and beautiful things just come to the surface. It's a really, truly amazing process. Okay, so the Ascended Masters really want you to know it's your choice. You always have the choice. That's the divine part about being human, is you have the choice. But are you really choosing what's best for you? Or are you basing this on past experiences of potentially things that you've brought in from other lifetimes that is not meant to be in that treasure chest? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So I have a sense that there's a lot of energy around you that really gets you on track right now. So you really want to take advantage of that energy and work with your Ascended Masters on your path. All right. Because remember, you're going to your pole star. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's go back into this real quick. This is what's on bottom of the inner earth, right? This is what you got on the west, 1717. There's this alignment between your feminine and your masculine, and it's for you. And it's really going to allow you to have movement into something new. Movement. This is really, to me, is really making me think of this Atlantean shape shifting. Like, it's like we just keep going round and round, round and round. Oh, there's that song that I just shared. If you didn't catch it, Round and Round by Rat. It's like we're going into, I love that because the rat is coming there. You know, rats specifically get a bad rap. They're the survivors, and so are you. You're the survivor, but you're not here to continue to fight. You're on the Ascended Master Path. You're here to claim the wisdom to move forward. As I say this at 20100. Okay? So this is a lot of surrender on your path. This the card to the north is talking about your higher self. This is talking about how do we integrate the lessons of the other cards? How can we integrate these lessons of what we're really seeing is all about reactionary? How can we be impartial in gratitude on the physical plane? And what can that lead to on the spiritual plane? Well, it can lead to the tree of life, the world tree. You have something to offer to so many. You've been walking this pathway, and this is what I'm seeing, but you're coming, you're emerging through to the door of truth, of the tree of life, of the truth of what all of this is. It's like this was keeping you out, but you're here now. You're here now. And there's this like the seasons, okay? So we're going into this winter here. It depends on where you are. Spring on the other side of the earth. And how can the seasons, specifically being here in fall right before Thanksgiving, how can we just allow things to fall? Tower moments are here in front of you. How can we allow them to fall to make the room for what's next? For what's next? How are we preparing to shift this to the world? I mean, you have something to say. And it's all about this balance. It's all about that base, Yeah, definitely feeling this for you guys. So the world tree, how beautiful is that? How can the seasons guide you? Knowing that the world tree, that there is a season for all. So in the spring, the tree is actually just, here, okay, we're going into the season where the tree is doing what? Allows the leaves to fall so it can do what? It can focus on the root, on its base. And as it digs down deeper into the ground, it allows itself to weather the storms that are above. And this is really what's meant for you. Yeah, so beautiful, actually. So 5, then how is the sacred tree? How does this affect where we are? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. It truly is so beautiful because the shaman is coming forward. And this is the energy that we've been talking about. This is the rebirth within. So, how is this number one? I feel like you have something to offer to the world, to help the world heal, to help the world alchemize and to find their balance. And this is the beginning of your new structure. I'm actually feeling this. You've beat these demons. They're at bay. You're not afraid and you're here to help others overcome their own demons. Wow. I want to read this card. I'm feeling this is the Fool in this deck, okay? This is that new beginning. We're getting that overall. The shaman looks from the card with the eyes that are both clear and open, and yet there's something ancient and profound within his steady gaze. He's wrapped in, I knew it, the bear skin. He's wrapped in the bear skin that's adorned with the Paleolithic paintings of animal spirits taken from La Caverne de Troy Ferris in Ariege. In one, a human form wearing a bison skin and playing a bow, appearing to dance to the music. In another, an antlered owl-headed creature, excuse me, looks out from the image. On the floor behind him are laid objects that represent the four elements of the world: the skull rattle air, the stone knife earth, the smoking bundle fire, and the hollow antler tip cup water. He stands opposite the seer on the personal inner hub of the wheel, and he meditates on the elements of air, representing energies and levels of consciousness that defy human rationalization and therefore deemed as magic. Beautiful. This is the meaning, okay? The shaman applies his magic with intent. He studies the habits. We're getting this to study your habits of the wild creatures. He understands, and this is where the animal wisdom comes in, and this is really much resonating with me. He knows the healing plants from the deadly fungi that can travel through the dark by watching the ritual dance of magical beings that populate the night sky. He gives thanks to the trees that supply warmth and light in the winter and gathers the young around the fire to tell stories of great adventures and courage and delight to educate all who will listen. You may hear the beat of the drum or the song of the wind, but it may be the dancing of the light on water or at midnight the barking of a fox. But whatever awakens your desire to return to the wild, the shaman within you is ready for initiation into the mysteries. I've got goosebumps. They may manifest in a form or a desire to study an esoteric science or philosophy and apply what you learn to the world. And that's what we're getting. You're meant to present something to the world. It can involve travel for the sake of gaining confidence and experience. However, the desire to begin a new spiritual chapter emerges. You are an emotional and intellectual position to bring forth real change in your life, but also the benefit of everyone. So, how is your process? How is your change in vibration allowing you to start a new structure? Because, my friends, the world is going to resonate with this and it's going to be changing for a lot of people. So remain detached. The energies are for you. Stay in gratitude. All right. So if you've got messages here, those are your messages, pal number 4. Go ahead and give me a like, share, subscribe. I look forward to our animal wisdom next week. And this is actually coming up a lot with me because this is what I work with. The powers of the all, the animal, the crystals, the plant medicine. And if you want to learn about how to create your own rainbow bridge, you're going to want to watch for my class that's starting in December. It's called the Rainbow Bridge, and how you can use your chakra system to communicate to the universe and allow you to really do what? Experience all that you're meant to experience. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining me today. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a good night. Happy weekend.
Okay.